This is a mic check and a light check and a mic check and a light check. Is that light good? Does it sound good? What's good, everybody? So welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to see your beautiful face, and I just pray that this video finds you well. If not, I pray that this makes some part of your day better, no matter what time of day it is, no matter what you're going through. Just let this video just be a moment of peace and of love and of happiness, and I just pray that something in this video, within this video, resonates with you or puts just a small smile on your face. So today I am actually trying something different. So as you see, my background is different. This will be my background. Now let me be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit nervous to start doing these videos, just because it is my perspective. I will be opening up about my perspective and what I think about certain things and the perspective that I have gained from my own life. And of course, this video is also always sponsored by Shake the World. So today, okay, so I have notebooks, right? I have my journals now, my Shake the World journals, and I have been using this one to write down just my thoughts, right? That's what it's for, that's what I intended it for, and that's what I use it for. So in my journal, one of the topics that I have been writing about is God. So let's talk about God. And I know that this can be a very touchy subject, so I'm going to take it slow with my words and really listen to what God wants me to say before I say it. So I'm going to take my time with my words to really make sure that it's what I want to say. Okay, so bear with me. If you don't agree with some parts, that's the beauty of life, right? Is that you can watch something or listen to someone and you don't have to take everything that they say. And I'm actually going to get into that in this video. It's actually a part of this video. So let's talk about God. God has been so good to me in this life, okay? Not to say that I've had it easy my whole life or things have just been a breeze, and no, it doesn't go like that. But God still loves me, and God has been oh so good to me, because I'm here, right? I'm able to do this, I'm able to create this. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is my particular journey with God, okay? So I grew up, right? I was a kid, and you know, when you're a kid, you don't really have like power or control over your religion, okay? Like whatever your parents are, that's what they make you, right? Might not be the same for everyone, but for me, that's how it was. My mom is Christian, and that's what she made us. Non-denominational, and she made us Christian. So we would go to church, we got baptized, read the Bible, all the works, okay? So I was like, I would pray, but I would say prayers that like I was told to say, okay? Like I didn't really understand the concept of praying over your current situation. I just assume like, okay, I'm supposed to say this prayer and it's gonna get sent to God. It's gonna go to God in some way, somehow, and God is gonna hear. I didn't really understand what I was saying. I was just saying what I heard other people say, and I was also just living in a perspective of God that other people, taught me, what that was taught to me. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I was a kid. I never really truly understood. Okay, so when I was about 15, 16, it was like my freshman year of high school, and I had started to go to church with my friend after school, and it was on Wednesdays, I want to say. So we would go every Wednesday. We would go to church. There would be a service, and I started to really like find out who God was for myself. Still not really fully like stepping into my power, but it was the beginning of me like taking initiative in my relationship with God. Because every other time that I would go to church is because, oh, my mom was like, let's go to church this Sunday, let's go to church, It wasn't like me getting in the car and driving myself to church, right? So I would go to church every Wednesday, and that was when I really like started to delve deeper into my life and why I was the way that I was, and church kind of became like my therapy in a way. And I was like really like into the music and the gospel, and yeah, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful time, and that was like my first time ever crying in church and really feeling it in my heart about the message and relating it and allowing it to resonate personally within me, within my life, and within something that I believed in and that I could relate to, right? So I did all of that, and I graduated. The program like within the church ended up like getting a little bit messy, and so I stopped attending, and I kind of fell like out of my own religion, right? The one that I was just like starting to figure out and delve into for myself. I had fell out of that, right? So I would say this was about 4 years later, like after I graduated high school. Like probably like two years later, right? I graduated high school, and I went off to college in New Orleans, and I was going to the chapel that was on campus, and I was attending the services, and yeah, I was doing all of that, but still it was just like I was just doing it because this is what I grew up doing, and this is what I know to do, right? This is what I was taught to do, and so this is what I'm supposed to do, right? Isn't this what I'm supposed to do? We used to go to church, so ain't I supposed to go to church? So yeah, so was still doing that, and still just really wasn't feeling it. Like, was enjoying it. I enjoyed every single moment that I stepped into church, but it just was never personal for me, right? Like, it stopped being personal, and I stopped like growing in my relationship with God after that thing in high school, right? So I did about 1.5 years at that particular university, and I came out of that university a wreck. Okay, like that last semester that I was there, I got personal. with God. I got very personal with my prayers, but not in a good way, right? So I was so sad. I felt so broken. I'm not gonna say that I was broken, because do I look broken? Brokenness does not live here. I got personal with my prayers, and personal as in, God, I hate my life. I don't have anything to live for, and I just don't know why you would even put me on this earth to live. So before I go to sleep tonight, when I close my eyes, I pray that you allow them to never open again. I pray that you don't allow me to see tomorrow morning. And that as I close my eyes tonight, you allow me to rest for the rest of my life. Those are my prayers. That is how personal I got with God. And I understood the power of God, right? I've always understood the power of God. So that's why, like, when I was praying for that, I meant it. And I prayed that prayer every single night until things got better. And I didn't think that things were ever gonna get better when I was saying that prayer. I really didn't. I didn't expect to be able to sit here and make this video right now. Like, this video is a miracle, right? This video is a miracle for me. It's a miracle in my life, and God is amazing. God is amazing. So after all of that, right, I left that physical place, that university, and I transferred to a different school, and I was back living at home with my mom, and I was still not happy. I wasn't happy at all. So after that first semester, right? After that first semester at this new school, I began to hang out with people that were really deep in their relationship with God, and had all these titles and everything, like biblical titles, like powers and all types of stuff, right? So I joined like this group and was doing Bible study and services and all of those things, right? I thought that was what my relationship with God was supposed to look like once again. I thought that I was doing the right thing, and I know that every moment in my life has led up to where I am now. So I'm grateful for everything that has happened, and I'm grateful for this particular group and these particular people. So it was just like very intense. It was very extreme. And one thing that I learned from these people, from this group, one thing that I learned, one thing that I was able to really take away, they told me, get specific with your prayers. Get specific with God. Okay? And that right there resonated with me on a whole nother level. Before I would go to bed, I started to talk. I talked to God as if I was talking to my friend or my mom. And I just got really honest about my emotions, and I just let God know how I was feeling and just what I felt like I needed. And I asked God for that, right? I still was at a point where I felt like I didn't really have nothing to live for. Like, I'm in school, but I'm not really feeling this thing. And I don't know where to go next. And I still don't really feel like I have a purpose. And I came to God and I asked God literally to give me something to live for. Can you just reveal my gifts? Can you just reveal my purpose? Can you just reveal the reason, and just give me a reason to have energy to even want to get up? Like, in the morning when I wake up, give me something that I'm energized to get up and go for. And I asked God for that, and the results were amazing. Right? So I started to have dreams, literally pray before I go to sleep, to the point where I'm in tears. And when I would go to sleep, I would wake up with a new idea. This lasted for like about a week, where I won't even put a timeline on it, honestly, because it still happens to this day, where God will show me something in my sleep that I will wake up and have to draw or create the next day. So it's still happening, so I won't even put a time limit on it. But God answered me within like a week. God gave me something to live for in one night of sleep. And you know what he gave me? You know what God gave me? He, she, woman, man, thing, it, whatever you call God, whatever God means to you. You know what God gave me? My baby, okay? My child. And I'm not talking about a child in here. I'm talking about this. Shake the World. This is my reason. This is my purpose. This is what I am meant to live for. And this is what God put me here to do. And I can never go wrong. I can never go wrong with it, because everything that I do is because God put it on my heart. So yeah, God gave me a dream, and in that dream I saw Shake the World. I saw everything that Shake the World was supposed to grow into, and I was shown where to start. And this is the part of that start. This is the part of that journey. And I am now here. That's my testimony, right? But I'm now here to provide the insight and the perspective of get out. Get out. Free yourself. Release yourself from the shackles of other people's perspective of God, please. Because right now, you looking at other people, or wanting other people to look at you and see that you're doing God, you're doing this godly thing the right way. Stop living like that, please. Please, because I'm telling you, you will never truly be able to tap into what God has for you if you are living your life under a mask. Think about it. If you're wearing a mask, right, you can only see, imagine wearing a mask, right? If you've ever put on a mask before, you know that you can only see through these little tiny holes, right? Think about it. These little tiny holes, and it makes your vision like this, right? Right? But when you take off that mask and you uncover that hole, I just if y'all can do this, close one eye, cover one like this, and then take your hand down, that is literally what living in your authentic self can open you up to. Okay, you can only see this much, But when you release and take that off, you can now see everything within your peripherals, and you can look to your left, you can look to your right, you can look up, you can look down, and you can also look straight ahead, right? You become more open, you become more aware, you become more seeing to what God is, right? What God has for you. Think about it. If you're only looking like this and what God has for you is over there, you're not going to be able to see it. Stop trying to impress other people with your religion. Stop doing what you see other people do on social media with God. That's not for you. That's for them. And until the people within this world can truly live in something that they fully believe in, and something that makes them want to get up and smile at themselves in the mirror and be energized to try new things and gain new perspective, meet new people. Can you imagine what this world would be if everyone woke up every day with a smile on their face, ready for beautiful things, ready to create beautiful things, ready to listen to God? Do you know what that can do to this world? I'm gonna give you a hint. It can shake the world. It can shake the world. So I'm here to tell you that it's okay that your God doesn't look like everybody else's. It's okay that when you pray to God, you're face up in your bed in the morning. It's okay that you don't get on two knees and put two hands together at your chin to pray every night. It's okay. It's okay that you don't kneel on the little pedestal things in church to pray and to talk to God. It's okay if you're on a beach somewhere and looking at the sky or looking at the ocean and talking to God. I'm not saying to just go out and do whatever and go and hurt people. I'm talking about what you believe in, as long as that makes you want to leave spaces happier than you found them today. That's God. And when I say God, you can call God whatever you want to call God. That's just what I am calling it. He, she, woman, man, boy, girl, whatever you want to call it. Okay? That's just what I call my God. So whatever you call your God, however you see your God, however you pray to your God, do it. Keep doing it. Keep living in that. Get specific. Feel what you're talking about. Because think about it. If you sit down, right, with your best friend in this whole world, whoever that may be, whether it's family, whether it's not family, whether it's created family, doesn't matter, right? You sit down with your best friend and you catch up and you talk about all these things that are happening in your life, and you're honest, right? Because that's your best friend. You can trust them and you're honest. So why aren't you doing the same thing with God? I just want you to ask yourself, like, are you more honest with your friends about your life and what you actually have going on then you are honest with God. I pray not, but if you are, it's okay, because every day, as long as we have breath, we can make a choice. And this is not like to influence or steer you in the direction of my God, because my God is not going to work for you, right? My God works for me, because that is what works for me. That's what I feel. That's what I have learned to believe in. And this is a perspective that I have gained through my own experiences. And it's all of our parts to find that connection, that genuine connection that we can feel and embrace. And that gives us our power and our strength to be our best people every time, every single time that we take a breath in our lives. God already knows. God already knows what's happening in your life. God already knows that you're struggling. God knows that you're in the most depressed point of your life. God knows that you have this fire of anger in your heart. God knows that you feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, and tomorrow you don't know if you can carry it anymore. God knows. God already knows. God's just waiting for you to pick up that phone and ask for help. Think about it. The pizza not gonna get delivered to your door when you hungry unless you pick up the phone and call for the pizza. Okay? I don't know where all these analogies are coming from, but I pray that y'all get it. Okay, I'm praying that it resonates. I'm praying that it makes sense. If it doesn't, I'll try to make this video over and try it again, run it back, try it again. Y'all just let me know in the comments how y'all feel about it, and I can try again and try to use my words in a different way. But right now, this is the best that I have for right now. But yeah, God got you. God has you. This is not a video of judgment. This is not a video of me trying to tell you what to do. This is my life. This is my testimony. This is a big part of my life. This is why I am where I am right now. This is why I'm even making this right now. This is why I even have this channel. And I am sharing a piece of my life, a big part of my life, a life-changing perspective that I have gained within my life. There's been some insight as to what got me to the point now to where I can say I love my life. I love my life. I'm in love with my life. I'm in love with myself, and I love waking up every day to just do what God has for me to do, what God has given me to do, what God has blessed me with, and what God puts on my heart in order for me to do with my days and what to create in my days. So yeah, I pray that this video did something positive for you. It doesn't matter how big or small, and whatever perspective, whatever insight y'all have to share, I would love to know. I would love to see it in the comments, be able to read it in the comments and respond to maybe some questions that y'all have just about anything that I've talked about or anything that y'all would like to hear about. It would be genuinely appreciated. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. If any part of this video made you smile or resonate with you, just give this video a thumbs up for me. Let me know that you liked it. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to Why can't it say subscribe? Why can I not say subscribe? And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because there will be a lot more of my perspective being shared, and many other things. We're growing. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out exactly what, you know, God has for me to do with this channel. So I'm just trying new things. So I pray that y'all just join this journey with me. Press that subscribe button and keep up with what I have going on, because I have a lot to share, and I'm very energized and excited to share it with y'all. And never forget, if you're not shaking the world, then what?